Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video of our Node.js series. So in today's video, we'll be doing some interesting stuffs, which is making our first HTTP server using HTTP module in Node.js. Okay, so if we see the full form of HTTP, this is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and we will be learning about different HTTP methods and protocols in different videos, but actually in a single video. But before that, let's start with the coding part. So for making a HTTP server, actually whenever we will be making a server in real project, we will be using Express. Okay, but for now, just for learning purpose, we will first build our server and run our server first time with the HTTP module which is inbuilt in Node.js. Okay, so let's. I hope you have watched my previous videos. If you have not completed previous videos, you can definitely check those videos out and complete those, then come to this video. Okay, so just let's make a new file, or let's open it. Okay, let's make a new file. Okay, uh, server, let's say just I am making a folder called server. Inside it we are going to write our code of all the files for making a server. Okay, so I'm inside that folder and I'm opening it with just a second, show more option, and open with code. Okay, so simple, this is a simple thing. I have created a folder and opened it in the VS Code. At first you have to make a file. Okay, at first you have to make a file which is actually your server's file, from where the server execution is happening or the server is running. So let's name it as, we can name it as index.js also, or server.js, whatever. Let's name it as server.js. Okay, and after that what you have to do, just open the terminal and okay, let's wait for it. Okay, we are inside that server folder. Yeah, that's confirm. And after that we have to initialize the package folder. Okay, for Node.js, for like initializing the project to compatible with the Node.js. So what we can do, we have to write a comment here. Let me capitalize the screen. Okay, it's okay, just a second. Let me close it for now. Let's write a comment here. Okay, just a second. Just let me open another uh, PowerShell, or you can open command line also, whatever. So here I will write a command called npm init. Okay, npm init, and then you can write -y, but for now I will just init it and show you something. So npm init, let's enter. So it's showing or asking us something, that package name what we want to give. Let's keep it default as server. Okay, let's enter. After that, version. Yeah, like whenever you will be making big projects using Node.js, you have to give a version. We will be learning about the versioning, naming, or the this numbers concept, that what is this 1 point something point something. We will be learning about it in different video, but for now let's keep it as default. Let's enter. You can give a description, but let's keep it as default. After that, entry point means from where your server will run. What is the entry point of your server? So which file? Here it's suggesting server.js. Yeah, and also we want that our server's execution or our server's actual code is inside server.js. Okay, the entry point. So we can keep as it as server.js as default. So just enter. Test command, nothing. Git repository for now, nothing, no keywords. Author means whoever is building the project, so you can keep it as default for now. License, just keep it default. Okay, some JSON type of thing is created, and you can now re-enter on your keyboard, and yes, we are confirmed. Now you can see a file is created called package.json. Okay, in future we will be using different type of packages. Express is also a package, okay, which is handling our server's execution, or which is helping us to make our server very fast. Okay, so we'll be learning about how to use Express in separate video, but for this video we'll be learning about how you can make a simple server and run it using normal Node.js. Okay, Node.js is HTTP module actually we'll be using. So now here you can see this all details are here, and you can focus here that main server.js means whenever we will be running our server, our entry point from where we are going to run is server.js file. Okay, so that's the thing. You can also set up start script. Okay, so here it's as default that start script is node server.js. What does it mean? I will show you, but before let's discuss about it. That here you can see the command line, actually it's in PowerShell now, but we can also like click here and open the command prompt from here also. Okay, but for now let's continue with the PowerShell. So here you can write node, then file name means this line. Okay, this line. After writing the code of our server, if we write this line or this string which is node server.js, then our server will be live and it will run. But instead of it, here script is already set, which is start. Means instead of writing this node server.js, if we write npm start, then it will also start our server. Later we will also be discussing about how to use nodemon. So before like saying something about nodemon, uh, what is like what if we change some codes in our server file, then also we have to like restart the server, we have to stop the server, then again run the command called npm start for or node server.js, anyone, and run our server. But whenever we will be using nodemon, then our server will be restarted automatically, and that nodemon will be installing as dev dependency. Okay, I will be showing you which packages are actually dev dependency and which are not, and we will be learning in depth about them, not in depth but whatever will be required to make your project. Okay. Okay, so let's start with making a simple HTTP server using Node.js built-in module which is HTTP. So for that, at first you have to write a line called, at first let's declare a variable called const HTTP, okay, equals to require, okay, require from HTTP. Okay, so that's the thing. We are extracting HTTP module from the built-in uh, folders of the Node.js. Okay, you can say like that. So it is already built-in package with the Node.js. So that's why we can directly require it, and we need not to like install separate package for that HTTP. It's a built-in module. After that, what we can do, we have to make a server using this HTTP. So let's create a server called const server equals to HTTP. Using HTTP method, we are going to create a server. So HTTP dot create server. Servers S is capital. Server create server. Okay. Now this is create server, fine, this is create server. After that, what we have to do before doing the next step, let me explain it. That if you hover here, you can see to use the HTTP server and client, one must import HTTP from this. So that's why we have imported or using the require statement. Okay, we will change it later to import HTTP from HTTP like that. But for now, we will just use this type of statement by doing the const HTTP and then by doing require. But later we will not be using that require thing. So that's the thing. And if you are hovering over here, you can see different type of like information about it, that the HTTP interface in Node.js are designed to support many features to protocol and this type of things. Okay, we'll be discussing in depth about it. For now, it's not required. And here, okay, here what we are doing, this HTTP, okay, this HTTP we are writing here HTTP. So HTTP dot create server, using create server we are creating a server. Okay, after creating a server, we need to write here a callback function. Okay, so how to write a callback function? Simply a bracket and then equals to this greater than sign and then this type of bracket. Okay, right. Inside this callback function, what will be there? There will be a request and a response. Okay, so what does it mean? Let me write it, request and a response. Okay, so let's discuss about this thing. Request is declare value is not used here, it's saying. But what is this request? Let's say I am requesting to a URL, or let's say, let me open this one and let's say this 3000. Okay, I am requesting, like I am writing this URL and enter. So it's requesting to some, like some URL. Okay, that's the thing. Like it's requesting our browser to render this render the thing which is in that URL. Whenever we are visiting google.com, whenever we are visiting google.com, then it's requesting to the server of Google that please give me that page google.com. Okay, so it's rendering the google.com's page. So this is about the page, but it can be like it's actually for now uh, rendering the page, but it can be some data also. We'll be like learning about those things. Okay, how to make APIs and this type of things. But the main thing is request means some objects. Okay, it will request, will get some request and convert it to some object, and what is response, based on that request will give some response. So that's the thing. Okay, for now we can simply console.log. Okay, let's console.log that request made. Okay, okay, no problem. After that, let's like after that another step is we have to listen to the server. Okay, before listening to the server we have to define a port. So let's define a port. So const, we have to write port, and inside it port means some empty cells which are empty, where we can run our server. Okay, in a single port different or multiple servers cannot be run. This is a point. You can run single server on a single port. Okay, like if I give you an example, if there is a single chair available and you can sit a single person there, you cannot like, if you are you have friend, then you can both sit there, but that is not the matter. Normally if I tell you, you can sit only like only you can sit there. Okay, so that is occupied by you. If someone comes after that and want to sit on that chair, they will not be able to sit there. Why? Because you already uh, have you already occupied that chair. So that's the thing. Likewise, in case of port also, we cannot run different type of servers in a single port. So for that we have to write this port or specify the port for our local machine, but I will be showing you this is not the process. We have to extract the available port automatically using some package called .env. I will be showing you in this video, but before that, before showing that, let's make a simple server at first. Okay, so we have hard coded this port for now 3000 because nothing is running for now for in my computer in 3000 port. And now after that, what you have to do, you have to write the this name, okay, server, where you have created the server. So server dot listen, you have to like listen the server to some port. So you can write that variable here, port, okay, and after that comma, and thereafter also a callback. Callback, why we are using callback? Because if everything is okay, then we need a confirmation in our console, right? So that's why we are using callback. So let's say everything is okay and we want to console.log, let's say console.log, and for now let's simply pass a string that server is okay, it's auto suggested that server is running on port something, okay. Now it should start our server, it should start our server, and whenever we will like uh, typing a link, okay, typing a link on our browser and search for it, like enter, then in our console this request made should be printed. Okay, let's check it if our server is running or not. Let's write a command to run the server. Okay, so for running your server, let's clear it at first. Clear, clear. Using this command you can clear your terminal. Now simply write node, then file name means server, so simply write server, okay, server dot js, okay. Or you can, what you can do, just write some words, then press tab on your keyboard, it will automatically detect the file name, and then enter. Okay, it's saying that server is running on port 3000 and nothing is printed, like request made is not printed till now in our console. So let's search that URL, and let's search that URL here. Let I have put it that URL, that localhost 3000, because whenever we are like running our backend locally, then it always runs on localhost. Okay, our host is local. Okay, so that's the thing. Now if we just enter it, okay, let me minimize it, then it will be like you can see then live that what is happening here. Here this request made should be printed, okay, whenever we will request like searching that URL. So let's select it and enter. Okay, whenever we have entered here, it's showing that request made means someone like made some request to that link or to that path, and here the path is normally slash. Okay, if we write slash also it will detect. Yeah, it's detecting. If we write slash something like about, then what will occur? Let's see. It's also detecting slash about. Yeah, so for now we have not set any path here. We are just detecting that if someone requesting to the path related to 3000 or the path 3000 slash itself. Okay, so that's the thing. Now you can see it's reloading because we have not sent any response for now, so we have to send a response before that. Okay, so like that's the thing, means we have set it up our first server. Okay, congratulations, we have set it up our first server. So for now, after that, what we can do, we have to make some changes to our server to show something on that, like on that link. So what we can do, let's see. Okay, let's for stopping your server, just press Ctrl C on your keyboard, and our server is uh, not running for now on port 3000. Okay, okay, so like before that, like before telling you about the .env package, let's discuss about, let's remove that reloading part. Okay, so for that what we can do, as we are using Node.js, normal Node.js, so we have to simply write if else statement. So inside that callback you write if that request, okay, that because inside request, just before writing this, let me show you. If I write something that console.log inside request object, there is so many things. So if I write request then dot, then you can see these things: URL, status code, header, and so many things are there. Okay, so we can access those things from here. But means the request which is coming, the this request uh, is coming from where, or from which IP address, or every detail about that request we can get by these parameters. Okay, so that's the thing. So for now what we can do, we can simply write request dot URL. Let's see what it's printing for now. Whenever someone will make request, then we'll print here that from which URL the request is coming. So like let's restart our server. Instead of writing node then file name, we can directly write npm, because we have set it up a script. So npm then start that script. Okay, so npm start, and our server is running on port 3000. Let's request on that URL. Okay, let's remove this about and request on that 3000 slash, then enter. Okay, let's see where the request coming. Okay, request, this is printed slash. Okay, if I like request have come to this slash path, let's request, send a request to the another part, let's say about. Okay, let's enter. Okay, let's see. Yeah, request have came from this slash about path. If I write it more beautifully, then how it will look like, let's remove it. You have to use this like this type of thing. If I zoom it in, so you can see, instead of simple simple code, you have to use this simple symbol. Okay, so it's just on the top of, or on the upper part of the tab on your keyboard. Okay, so that's the symbol we are using. And then just dollar and request.url. Actually I cannot remember the name of this symbol for now. You can simply see it. Okay, so this is not a issue. Okay, now after that let's see, let's but as I have told you at the beginning, if you make some changes in your code, if you are not using nodemon, then you have to restart your server after closing it. So let's close it and restart it. npm start. Okay, okay, it started. Now let's make a request, then it will be more clear. Let's make a request in the slash path. Okay, we have made a request. So request was made to slash. Ignore it, as it was from before, so it's detecting it. But that's the thing. Now let's make a request to a path called home slash home. Okay, okay, we have made the request, it should show. Okay, request was made to slash home. So that's the thing, we can access to which path request was made. So that is something. But after that what we are going to do, just a second. Okay, now we, let's say we want to make a single path, and after that if any user request to any other path, then we want to show him 404 error. So for that what you have to do, in case of Node.js, you have to write if else statement. So if request dot URL and then triple equals to slash. Okay, just a second. Triple equals to slash, if any user requesting to that slash path. Okay, then what you show, here is a thing. you have to send a response. uh, Before that we will just writing console.log, but how to send a response there on the page, something visible on that link, or whenever someone is requesting on that path, on that link. So response dot end or send, whatever, like let's write end. Okay. uh, if it's slash path, then just say him that welcome to the home page. Okay. Or let's say let's keep it as home. Okay. Or let's keep this default path as home. So whenever I will be requesting to that path, it should show me as a response welcome to the home. Okay. So let's request to that path. Okay. Just a second, slash. Oh, sorry, I have to restart the server, correct? So you can see I am also making the mistake. So in if you are not using nodemon, so as I am familiar with the nodemon, so I am making the mistake. You have to simply, after changing in the code, you have to simply close or close the server, and after that you have to rerun the server. Okay, so just control C, server is closed successfully. After that, write any comment. I am writing npm, then file name, sorry, not file name, npm start. That is the script. Okay, server is running on port 3000. Let's now request in that path. Okay, let's now request in that path. Let's see how what it's showing. Yeah, it's showing now that welcome to the home page. Okay, so that's the thing. Now let's say we are requesting to any other path. Okay, rather than slash, let's say about. So now it's loading because there is no condition for this. Okay, so it's processing. So we want to make our server like that. Whenever someone requests to default path, it should show welcome to the home page. But whenever rather than default path, anyone requests to other path, then it should show uh, that 404 error. Okay, or page not found error. So for that, simply write a else statement here, and inside it just send a response dot end, page not found. Okay, page not found. Okay, let's okay, we have to like simply rerun the server. So npm start, that was the script. Okay, our server running after the changes. Now if I, yeah, if I have made the request to that url, you can see page not found. Now if I make a to any url, if I make request to any url, let's say it can be a random, it should show page not found. Yeah, it's showing page not found. If I make request to slash path, then it should show welcome to the home page. Okay, so that's the thing, how it's working in node.js. Okay, let's say if anyone requests to the slash about path, then we want to show him that welcome to the about page. For now we are showing that about page or sending a response like that, but later we'll be making some apis which will definitely return in form of like json or any type of format, and we'll be using it to the front end. But for now, for learning purpose, we are like configuring it like that. Okay, here as I am writing this response dot end, correct, so we'll be writing something like response dot json or something like that. So that's the thing. Let's make a path. So for that, what you can do, simply do it by yourself. Else if request dot url equal to slash equals to slash about, then response dot end welcome to the about page. Rather, if instead of these two pages, in any request url, we should show page not found. So let's request to the slash about path for now, slash about. Oh, sorry, I have to rerun the server because I have made some changes. So npm let's rerun the server. So npm start, this was the script. Okay, now if we request to this, you can see welcome to the about page, it's showing welcome to the about page, correct? So that's the thing. Now after that you can add separate path and check it out. So that is the basic thing how we can make a simple http server using normal node.js. We are not using express, okay, we are using the default node.js, and we have successfully made our server. After that I want to show you a package or tell you about a package which is .env. Okay, for now we are hard coding this 3000 port. Let's say a scenario where 3000 port is not available and it have to auto select the port. So what you can do, like what you can do from the machine where it is hosted. Okay, we will host our backend to some uh, backend like service providers. Sorry, not backend service provider, backend hosting service provider actually. So then there in their computer which are running, there can be some ports which are available and can be some ports which are not available. So how to like grab those ports which are available? So for that we have to use .env package. Let's close this and let's install a package called .env. So you have to write node npm full form. Npm full form is node package manager. So using npm we are going to install that package. This npm un I means install, and for uninstalling any package you have to write uninstall. Let's for now directly write npm I, or you can simply write install, whatever you want. So I'm writing install for now, and then the package name is .env. If I go to uh, our browser, let's go to our browser. Sorry for the background noise. So from here you can search for .env. Okay, so that is actually not built in with node.js, so we have to install this package from external, like externally we have to install it. So this is the command, installation command npm i.env. Okay, and you can see some like some things are written that you have to make a .env file, and inside it you have to write your all secret keys and this type of things. Whenever you will be using some like some secret keys which we want, which we don't want to expose publicly, so for that we have to store those things inside .env file. Means it should grab those things from the environment. Okay, so what is the like which line of code we have to attach in our server file? This one, server file, or wherever we need that any variable from the .env, or if we are using import statement then we can do this. Okay, so like let's do it. Okay, so for that what you can do, npm installer npm I, let's use I, then .env, package name is .env. .env, you can simply copy from here also. uh, this is the like from here, so I have copied from here. Let's remove it, let's just paste it and enter. If I go to package.json, here you will see a .env package here. Can you see dependencies as .env? So likewise different packages will be which we will be using in our project will be added in this package.json, and here you can see a node module folder. So there is so many like different type of modules. There is default there for now. You can see .env module is or package is there which we have installed recently, but for in case of node built-in modules like http, you cannot see here. Okay, it's built in with that software, that like whatever we have installed. So we have successfully installed .env package, and let's use it for now. Let's remove this port wala thing, and we have to now import or like require .env. So let's make a variable called .env, and inside it let's require, okay, require .env package. So you can see a suggestion if it is installed properly, so just click here. So we have successfully required .env. Okay, now we have to configure it with our app. Mainly we are calling our JavaScript backend as app. So which line you have to add in your code? After that, just write .env, means that one actually, .env dot, we have to configure it. So config, then this bracket, and then this one. Okay, so that's the thing. After that, what we have to do, we have to make a separate file called dot, let's say .env. Okay, .env. Let's define the port here for now. Okay, actually .env we are making to just simulate the thing uh, that you have to grab from the environment. Okay, you have to grab from the environment. So let's say for now set it as 7000 port, or let's say 3000 port. Okay, 3000 port, and let's go to our server's code, and here in that portion, okay, in that portion, this was the variable. So we will write here const port. After that, now we can use uh, or like from import from environment. Okay, so process dot env dot port, you have to write this line. If it's available, then get it from process.env, else you can give default as 3000. Okay, so that's the thing. Let's test without giving default port. Just keep that process.env. Okay, now everything is same. Let's rerun the server. So npm start, npm start. Okay, let's see if it's working. Yes, running on port 3000. Let's make it dynamic and then rerun the server. Okay, let's see if it's detecting the 3000 inside the env file or not. So for that, you have to change this quotation to that symbol. Okay, which is on the top of tab in your keyboard, and after that just write server is running on port, or server is running here. Then let's simply write http something localhost. Okay, this is the default link, so that's why I have written this. Then dollar, and then inside it, inside this bracket, you have to write the name of that variable. It should detect 3000, right, if we run it. So let's run it. Npm, let's start it. Yeah, it's detecting 3000 from the env file because we have not set any default value, so that's why it's detecting a env environment variable and grabbing that value from there. So mainly this is the thing. If you control and click here, it will open in your browser that website, sorry, that server side, like server side link. Mainly, actually you will be not showing like that, but for now, just for testing purpose, we are showing like that, some setting up some ends, and they are rendering something. So that's the thing. Welcome to the home page, you can see here. So that's all about this video, how you can create your basic server using http built-in module of node.js, and about the env file. We will be using env in depth in our future projects and videos. But till then, if you have liked this video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and share with your friends also. So thank you for watching this video till the end, and don't forget to grab the notes from the comment section of this video. I will attach this link in the comment section. Okay, so that's all for today's video.